Okay, good Tavach, everyone. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us for our Motzoi Shabbos Marathon. And we are over here learning, co-sponsored by the Rezepkowitz family in honor of their parents. We are learning co-sponsored by Mr. and Mrs. Eddie Chazan, who are just tuning in. L'Refuah Shalema for Shoshana Bas Penina and Simone Bas Rachel. Co-sponsored by Binyamin Rivlin, Lina Nishmas Yitzhak ben Avram Yehuda Alevi, by Shelley Zeitlin for the schus of his children, Eli Orit and Ora, by Berik Goldwasser for Shalema for Moshe Meir ben Esther Fadel and Dov Meir ben Chai Gittel, and Akar Satov to the Shir by Shalom Fogel, Lina Nishmas, Yaakov Zeb ben Yehuda Aryeh, Rivka bas Yaakov Yosef, Tzivya Miriam bas Gad, and Yosef ben Zion ben Yaakov Zev. Then Neshama should have an Aliyah. We have Baruch Hashem two nice Mazel Tovs. Mazel Tov to Mr. and Mrs. Mark Frankel on the birth of a grandson. Mazel Tov to Dr. Bruce Eisenberg and his children. Us also are Zoomers, Yeshua Shmuel and his wife, on the birth of a granddaughter, Chaya Rachel, named after Bruce's wife. Her neshama should have an aliyah. She should be a Malitzis Shara. Her neshama should have an aliyah, and they should be Zeichel Legadla Ben Torah L'Chupel L'Maitzim Tovim. We are holding. First, let's welcome in everybody. Welcome in Saba. Welcome A.B. Spry, Dr. Black, Reb Cohn, Menachem Umansky, Dr. Guy, Reuven Chanet, Nachman Chapler, and Israel Fisher, Yaakov Warman, Mo Kushner, Michal, Mark Frankel, Reb Kaniel, Victor Fried, Mel Zachter, Yitzhak Fuchs, Stephen Holzman, Barish Gesserman, Shelley Zeitlin, Dr. Eisenberg, Eddie Chazan, Robert Kranz, Naftali Jablin, Ilya Shutman, Moshe Lehman, Yitzi Muller, Irving Fishbaum, Yosef Rezepkowitz, Avram Rezepkowitz, Chaim Braun, David Helfgott. We are holding on the very top of Daf Ayin Gimel Amud Aleph at the new Mishnah. The Eluhein Shematzilun Oysan Benafshan. The following we could save them by taking the life of the one who is chasing them. If Chatzkel is running after someone to kill him, then we could kill Chatzkel. If he's running after a male to sodomize him, if he's running after a woman, a betrothed maiden, to violate her. But if somebody is running after an animal to commit bestiality, or somebody is running to desecrate the Shabbos, or to worship idolatry, we don't stop them by killing them. So there has to be two elements. They have to be doing a capital crime, and it also has to affect another person. If it's just that they're doing capital offense, we don't kill them to stop them from doing the capital offense. We give them asra, and then if there are witnesses in asra, then they could be executed in Bezdin, but we don't kill them beforehand. So the Gemara says, Tan Rabbana, Minayin, I couldn't find the toaster or anything, so I had to use something else. If I could trouble you for some water. Tan Rabbanan, Minayin l'roidef acher chaver l'hargai. How do we know that if Chatzkel is chasing someone to kill him, shenitin la'atzila benafshay, that we could kill Chatzkel in order to save the person's life? Talmud Leimar lo yisamayid al dam reyacha. Don't stand idly by when you see, thank you very much, when you see the blood of your friend being threatened. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol niyeh b'dvaro. Asks Gemara, the pasuk of Leisamad al dam reyacha is not vacant for that. Asks the Gemara, does the pasuk of Leisamad al dam reyacha come to teach us the lesson of killing a roidef? That which we need for that which we learned in the Braisa, and it's with great pleasure that we welcome in both Dov Solkowitz and Michal Avram Chavin to make it 35 Zoomers. Rabbi say we are 8 lines from the top of Ayin Gimel Amud Aleph. How do we know if you see somebody drowning in the sea? Or he's being dragged by a beast. Our bandits are attacking him to kill him. That you have to save him. Don't stand idly by over the blood of your brother. So Gemara says, so I said, then how do we know you kill a Raidef? How do we know that you save him? We learn it out from a Kal V'Chomer, from a betrothed maiden. That the rapist is only coming to violate her. It's only violating her purity. You could save her by killing her assailant. Right? If Chatzkel is running to kill someone, so you want to save his life, alachas kama v'kama, you could kill him to save his life. Says the Gemara, but v'chi onshin min adin, do we punish from a Kal V'Chomer? Says the Gemara, well, you're right. We don't punish from a Kal V'Chomer, but this is actually a hekesh. As the Gemara says, the Bei Rebbe Tana Hekeshahu. It's a juxtaposition of verses next to each other. Ki kasher yokem ish al re'ehu ritzachei nefesh, just as somebody gets up against his friend and murders him, and it says it right next to the betrothed maiden. What do we learn out from the murder? It looks like we're learning something from the murder, but we actually derive something and from the betrothed maiden to the murderer. So we juxtapose one who is attempting to kill someone to the assailant of the betrothed maiden. Just like the Na'ar Maratza, you could save her by killing her assailant, so also the murderer, Niten Latzila Benafshay. So the Gemara says, V'na'ar Maratza gufa minalan. How do we know that the one who tries to violate the Na'ar Maratza, you're allowed to kill him? So that's Kedetana de Bei Rabbi Yishmael. The Tana de Bei Rabbi Yishmael, the Ein Moishiela, and there's no one there to save her, implying Yesh Moishiela. If there is someone there to save her, but you could shoot the assailant in order to save her life. Gufa. Gemara now is going to analyze a little bit more carefully what we've just learned. And what a wonderful way to start off a Matzah Shabbos with 36 Zoomers broadcasting here from Deerfield Beach, Florida. And I bear regards to everybody from Baruch Ian. I spoke in the Shtibel, Shalashudis, so many nice Staten Islanders there that I could send regards to the Staten Islanders. Shimi Hirsch was there, Josh Shimoni was there, and of course in Deerfield itself, in Century Village, I saw Mrs. Samuels and the Blythes, and it was really nice to see so many, Matti Eisenberger, so many wonderful Staten Island people, Mrs. Fliegelman. Says the Gemara, let's see it inside. Gufa. How do we know that if you see someone drowning in the sea, or being pulled by a beast, or being attacked by bandits, he's allowed to save them even by killing the assailant. He has to go and save him. He has to go save him from drowning. You shouldn't stand idly by over the blood of your brother. So the Gemara right away asks, what do I need that pasuk for? It's a mitzvah Hashavas Aveda. If you have to return your friend's wallet, you surely have to return his life. How do we know that you have a chiyuv to restore someone's life? Return him. You have to return the person too. I told you that Moshe Heinemann said that since we don't accept money for Really, a doctor shouldn't be able to take money. The reason why a doctor is able to take money is only because he could take schar bittel. And since he could do the same procedure on a guy, so his schar bittel is he's losing the procedure for the guy, so he could charge the yid what he would have gotten from doing the procedure for the guy. So the Gemara says, so what do I need lo yisamen al dam reyecha? Ima hasam hamamin hani mili benafshe. That's if you're able to save the person by jumping into the water. Aval mitrach umeger agure, but to trouble someone, to pay someone, I don't know how to swim, but I pay you to dive in and save his life. Aimalite, you might think you don't have to pay someone. Kamash Malanda, you do. You do whatever you can to save the person's life. Tan Rabbanan, whether a person is running after his friend to kill him, or to sodomize a male, or to rape a betrothed maiden, or one of the chayvei misas bezdin, v'achar chayvei misas bezdin, he's running after another chayvei misas bezdin, let's say to violate his daughter, or v'achar chayvei krisis, or even one of the krisis to violate his sister. You could save them by killing the would-be assailant. However, if he's trying to do it alav, just to sleep with an almana or a divorcee to a kain hedyet, ein matzilin leisan benafshan. Nev daba aveira, if already she was violated, so it's a second time, so it's not such a disgrace for her. Ein matzilin leisan benafshan. Yesh la Moshiach, if there's another way to save her, she has a way out, then you're not allowed to kill the person. Rabbi Yehuda says, even if she says, don't touch him, I'm afraid if you're going to try to kill him, he's going to kill me, then we don't kill him. So the Gemara says now, Minani Mili. How do we know these dinim? So Amakra ulanara loisasa davar, to the maiden we don't do anything. Ein lanara chet mavis. The nara does not have a chet mavis. Now, there's a lot of extra words. First of all, the word nara is spelled nar. So why is it spelled without a hey? We read it nara, but it's spelled without a hey, so it could read it nar. Nar zeh zachar. That we will, just like we save a betrothed maiden, so we also save somebody from being sodomized. Nara, zunara marasa. That's the nara marasa that we save her. Chet, elu chayve krisis. That's if somebody wants to attack someone that's cursed, like a sister. Moves, elu chayve misas, like a married woman. Chayve misas bezdin. So the question is, why do we need psukim for all four of these cases? For namarasa, for sodomy, for chayve krisis, for chayve misas bezdin. So the Gemara asks right away, kol hani lamali. Why do we need all these verses? Says the Gemara Tzriche, we need all these verses that we have in mind to be mekayim the mitzvah of dibar tabam la'asis nachas ruach liyotzreinu. Says the Gemara Tzriche, dikas rachman anar mishum delav urche. We could stop it because it's a very big disgrace, because sodomy is not normal. Aval nara the urcha, it's normal to sleep with a woman. Emalai dikas rachman nara mishum de kapagamla, because you're debasing her, you're taking away her virginity, you're rupturing her hymen. Avalnar, but the case of sodomy, the loy kapagamla, you're not making a blemish in the man. Emalai because rachmana hani, and if the Torah writes those two, sodomy and nara marasa, as we turn to Ayin Gimel Amid Beis, just getting underway on a beautiful Motzoi Shabbos, if it says these two, sodomy and nara marasa, mishum d'hai lav urchei, sodomy is not normal, v'haka pogam line. Here she's being very debased. Aval shara rayis the urchayu. It's normal. It's a heterosexual relationship. V'loy nofish pigmayu, and it's not as much of a disgrace as taking away the virginity of a nara marasa. Eimaloi. So therefore, kasrach manachet. The kasrach manachet tabamina. I would say afilu chayvi lavan, even alman l'kain gal grusha cholutz l'kain edit ksiv rachmana maves. Because Rachmana Maves have Amina Chayvi Mises Bezdin in only Chayvi Mises Bezdin, but Chayvi Krisis Lai with a sister not. Ksiv Rachmana Chet. So now the Gemara asks, as we're going to, okay, now we got everybody muted. Says the Gemara, still don't know why we need 4. Says the Gemara, Lichtov Rachmana, Chet and Maves, which would be Mrs. Bezdin and Chayve Krisis, V'loi Bai Nar V'Nara. Says the Gemara, you're right. Enochanami. Elanar Nara Chad Lemutei Ovid Avedis Kechavim, that you don't kill someone to stop him from worshipping idolatry. V'chad Lemutei Behema V'Shabbos, and one is to say that you don't kill him if he's about to do bestiality or desecrating the Shabbos. Says Gemara, that if a person is attempting to do idol worship, you do kill him. So the Gemara says, one is coming to exclude bestiality, so because I would say, that we should learn out Shabbos chilul from Avedis Kechavim, just like you stop someone for trying to do idol worship, you should stop him for trying to desecrate the Shabbos. Kamash Malon, you don't. According to Rabbi Shimon, that says if somebody is trying to desecrate the Shabbos, you could kill him. Why do you need one nar is to exclude bestiality? But what's the other one coming to exclude? We could always count on Barry Cement coming in exactly when we bring up the issue of bestiality. We just received our 38th Zoomer with Abe Arbach coming in. We just got that. Those are significant numbers, Rabbi says. 38 Zoomers. You see, I don't know. I keep on telling Mark, when Mark comes in, we get a lot of Zoomers. Mark, I don't know what it is. You have such inner charisma. It means that when you don't come in, boy, you're really guilty of, I don't know what. We're not going to say that we're allowed to kill you to stop you from not coming to the shir, but it's really good to have you, Mark. So anyway, so then what do we need Nara, the second Nara, the Nara for? So Chad Miyut L'Me'utei Behem, we want to tell you that we don't kill someone who's trying to commit bestiality. The Idach, Aidi, D'chsiv Rachman and Nar, since it says Nar, defective, to exclude bestiality, but since the Parsha is talking about Nara Marasa, so Kasav Nami Nara, it says Nara the regular way later on in the Parsha, not for any reason, but because we are, after all, talking about a Nara Marasa. For those that are just joining us, we're on Ayin Gimel Amid Beis, a little bit below midway down the daf at the 2 dots. Reb Yehuda Eimer Afay Meres Hanichu Lo Shelo Yargena. We also did not kill the assailant if she says, leave him so that he doesn't kill me. So obviously the Rabbanan say that even if she says, leave me, leave him, we do kill him. So b'may kamiflagi, what are they arguing about? Amar Rava b'makpedes al pigma. It's talking about where she minds being blemished, but umachnichtay shelo yargena. But she wants you to leave him that she shouldn't be killed. Rabbanan savrei a pigma cup with Rachmana. The Torah says is worried about her blemish. So therefore, since she's going to be blemished, she's going to be debased, we kill him, and we don't pay attention to the fact that she's worried that she might be killed. Rebbe Yehuda says the reason why we kill him is because we're afraid that to save her dignity, she might risk her own life. So therefore, we're allowed to kill him to save her life. But here where she says, leave him because I'm afraid that he's going to kill me, she's not going to risk her life, and since she's not going to risk her life, you're not allowed to kill her. Rabbi Yehuda, the reason why the Torah says you could kill the assailant, mishum d'masr nafshe l'katola, because we're afraid that she's going to give up her life. Haloi masr nafshe l'katola, she's not giving up her life, so then you're not allowed to kill her. Why don't we kill the almana the kohen gadol? The kohen gadol who sleeps with the almana also makes her a zayna. He's also poigim her. The greater disgrace and blemish of rupturing the hymen is a bigger blemish. A pigmazuta and a smaller blemish like kapid rachman. Chait, the Gemara says chait, elu chayve krisis bezdin. Chait is an isakaris, like sleeping with a sister. Vermino. What?
When you start with the word chet again, block that. Block that.
Yeah, chet, elu chayve krisis, like sleeping with a sister. Vermino, the elu narais sheyesh lahen knas. The following maidens, you have to pay a penalty. Habal achaisai, one who sleeps with a sister. Now the problem is, if you sleep with a sister, you're allowed to kill the one who's sleeping with her. So then you shouldn't have to pay because of kam lev rabminei. So amru rabbanan kamin Rav Chisda, mishas hara. It's different. The reason why you have to pay is since mishas hara, the pagma, once he touched her genitals, what's called kissing, if the lamakatala, after that, you're not allowed to execute him anymore because he already debased her. But you're not chayav to pay at Gemar Biyah until the Gemar Biyah. So there's no Klam L'Mi Rabbinei anymore. So the Gemara says, that's good according to Mani Yama, that hara, initial hara, is just the touching of the genitalia. It's penetration. Then then the knas and the fact that you could kill him comes at the same time. He slept with her first anally. Once he slept with her anally, he already debased her. And he's only chayav the knas later for sleeping with her regularly. And by that time, you're not allowed to kill him anymore. Rav Amar again, where she said, don't kill him, because I'm afraid he's going to kill me. And therefore, then you have to pay the knas. Rabbi Yehudi, who says that once she says don't kill him, you're not allowed to touch him. So therefore, he has to pay the knas. And finally, Rav Papa Amar, b'mefuta v'divrei hakol. Rav Papa says it's talking about where he seduced his sister. So there, where she was consensual, where she's consensual, everybody agrees that you're not allowed to kill him because she's consenting to it, and therefore you have to pay the knas. Abaya says, I guess we should, let's change the channel before we learn Abaya.